And then I was diagnosed with endometriosis, and which is extremely painful. And not people, but my doctor told me that if I ever want to have a baby, that maybe it's time to do it now. So, in a fairly new relationship, I had to have the talk. I need to know if we were going somewhere, if I was wasting my time, because my time of having children were coming to an end. So we had decided to have a baby. We had a little baby boy who was almost 15 today. It's hard to believe. So we had our rough times, financial insecurity and everything else. He was doing shift work and just a regular marital financial issues. But then I decided to start drinking just wine. Didn't think, anything, very harmless. And then I got reunited with a high school friend. And it was okay to smoke weed and drink around them. So for one day a week, I decided I wasn't going to be a mother. I wasn't going to be a wife. That I was just going to go out, get absolutely shit-faced, stoned, and just be me, not to have any responsibilities. It was great at the moment, so I thought, but things progressed. Things were being put into my body that I wasn't aware of, and I had my mind screwed with in a bad way. I never knew something like that is actually able to happen in real life. Is something that you would see in the movies going, oh my God. But yeah, it really does happen. I've been in recovery now for almost 5 years. And I'm still working through a lot of that. The trauma, the nightmares. It's taken me a long time to process a lot of it. I have gotten to a point now where I've finally listened to my doctor, my husband, and my supervisor at work that maybe I need to take some time off because with COVID hit, we got sent home, and my job got extremely stressful, and all I was hearing was people, businesses losing money, being shut down, death, them having COVID themselves. It just got to be too much, so I had to come off. And the first couple of months, I felt extremely guilty. Even though I had short term, I felt so guilty. Why, again, why have I failed again was my thoughts. But now I don't look at it as a failure. I'm looking at it right now is that I'm finally taking some time to deal with things, to heal, and not allow myself to be a victim anymore. Because I'm a survivor. I've gotten through so much in my life, things that no child, no person should ever have to deal with. And I've stopped being resentful about my past because it's made me who I am. And I am a damn good person with a good heart, which unfortunately gets me into trouble in the same, do anything for anybody. But I am slowly learning that it's time for me to look after me. And I am speaking out more regarding my depression, my anxiety, because it is very paralyzing at times. And I'm even speaking out about my eating disorder, Because even though back in junior high I was bulimic, I'm now suffering with an eating disorder, binge eating, which is I'm learning that it's very common in adults. And I've volunteered to be a part of a study to help define treatments for adults. Because there's not much out there. You know, you can go talk to somebody at mental health, but unless they experienced it, it's hard for them to understand it. You know, trauma affects us all the same, but we may react differently. And for once in my life, I'm finally standing up and saying, you know what? Depression, anxiety, my eating disorder, the trauma bond that I have, PTSD, it's okay. Maybe someday I can help someone else. Something I've heard recently, and I really like it, is that it's okay to not to be okay. And I don't have to pretend that I'm doing great when all I want to do is sit there and cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to allow yourself to feel your emotions and not be judged for them. It's okay to hate somebody that has hurt you, to dislike somebody that has hurt you, or to even love somebody that has hurt you. Nobody has the right to judge you or tell you how to feel, how to be. I turned to alcohol and drugs for a long time to cope with my depression, my anxiety, and the trauma. And I am in recovery. I worked really hard to get where I'm at today. And I don't look at this as a failure or a setback, I'm looking at this as a breakthrough and an opportunity for me to learn and to grow more and speak out more. There's so many of us that have gone through so much pain in this world, and we all feel alone. I know I felt alone for so long, and I don't anymore. I commend Fran and Kevin for starting this group, and for anybody that is scared to share their story like I was. Somebody recently told me, well, yesterday maybe, I created the fear. I have the power to destroy the fear. And another thing is that your life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So here I am, pushing beyond. Don't know if I made any sense. I'm hoping that it touches somebody. And never feel shame. Never feel regret. Because no matter what, we had to go through what we go through to get where we are today. I have the unconditional love from a man that stood by my side. He's seen me at my best, he's seen me at my worst, but he is still right beside me with no judgment, no question. And for the first time, I actually believe that unconditional love does exist. I may have bad moments, and I may have moments where I think, that maybe my family would be better off if I wasn't around. But those are temporary. I am where I am supposed to be today. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be where I'm supposed to be tomorrow. I love you guys. I have total respect of the strength and courage that each and every one of you have sharing your story. And I hope this touches somebody. Thanks.